Right, guys and girls, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I haven't seen you since before New Year actually, so Happy New Year. I know it's a bit late, but got to start somewhere. Some of you have been messaging and wondering why I've not had any videos out in the last little while. Well, one, we're in lockdown here in the UK, which means that I'm not allowed to work on any customers' cars at the moment. Car washes have to close. Now, I'm allowed to buy and sell cars, so I've got a couple of cars to sort of do up to sell. So I've managed to find a couple of dirty cars to clean, hopefully get them turned around, make a wee bit of profit, make a couple of good videos for you guys. But the main reason that, well, one of the other main reasons apart from not being allowed to work, I've not been doing any videos because I've been busy. You might notice in the background that the place looks a little bit different, and if you've been on my sort of social medias, on my Facebook, business Facebook page or anything, you will know that the unit's had a bit of a sort of a do-up. So let's have a little look around and let's see the difference. Right, so first things first, we had to give the place a paint. We painted it grey just because it seems to be in fashion at the minute, doesn't it really? A lot of the sort of valeters bays and the detailing bays and things like that, they seem to be going for these sort of dark colours all over. And I get why they do it, because apparently it's better for paint correction and stuff like that. I kind of get that really, if you're using the lights as a sort of reference point when you're looking at them. But the problem is that I wanted, because I do a lot of interior valets as well, you need the light. So if you go too dark, it stops reflecting quite so much light, I feel anyway. That's my opinion on it. Might be wrong, I don't know. I've been doing this a long time though, and it seems to work for me. I always had the walls white before, but it's too easy marked and things like that. Next up, we had to get this pressure washer here. It's a built-in unit. Now, I actually had somebody put that together for me about 4 or 5 years ago. It's a proper heavy-duty interpump with an electric motor on it. Very robust, but very simple. I got it after I had countless sort of commercial, pressure washers that were advertised as commercial, and they weren't up to the job day in, day out. So I had this one built 4 years ago. I actually brought it back. I bolted it onto the crate that I bought it on, and my mate wired it in on a plug initially, and it was always just the intention to see if it worked, and it stayed on that crate for 4 years up until now, when I finally built a strong enough shelf to mount it up there out of the way. So I'm quite happy with that. The other thing is we've added some more. We already had quite a lot of lights, but we've added more LED lights. Some of the lights we had were the old sort of, these old sort of tube lights that we've still got on the ceiling. So we've got more and more of these. Still waiting on a few that we get wired in, like these ones here, and these ones here have still to be wired in. But they're going to, well, they're just going to be much, much better when they're all done. Some cheap cupboards for the local sort of DIY store. Just kitchen base units and some worktop makes a massive difference, and it just tidies this full area right up. If you remember right, the tyre machines that I've got used to be in this corner. And there was a sort of horrible little kitchenette thing that was in when I moved in. It had been there. Well, I've been here 8 years now. I don't know how long that had been there, but it was old and horrible. Moosy's made one of my sheets, my dust sheets, into his bed at the moment. He's quite happy. So the tyre machines are now over here, and it's just a much better place for them. It was a wasted space this before. There was a sort of trade counter there that it was another thing that was there before I moved in, and I'd never had a chance to take it out. So the machines are much better over here. What else? We've got our washing machine and stuff all plumbed in the same unit. So that's basically everything, apart from the tyre machines, everything is now on this one wall, which frees up a lot of space for work area and things like that. Still got a few things to do. The plumbing, as you can see, the plumbing for the pressure washer, because it's hard plumbed in now, goes over there. This H-beam has got to, that's still to be painted with some metal paint. I bought some paint for that, but it's rubbish, so I'll get some better paint for that and we'll get that painted. Some people are saying I should cover this up here, the boards. It was like that when I moved in. I think initially there had been an office at this side, and this side was left, was a sort of warehousey type thing before I moved in. I can't really remember. It must have been like that, but I actually quite like it. I think it's kind of, I don't know, what's the word? Commercial looking, I suppose. Some people would just say it looks crap. I quite like it. I think it breaks the place up a bit. So what else? That's really it. Oh, the flooring. Got this new sort of fancy flooring down. These are tiles. Now the idea behind these is that as you bring the cars in, and you still get, no matter how good you dry them, you still get water dripping off of them. So the water can drip through the tiles onto the concrete floor, and then because it's a vented tile, it can evaporate out in time over the period of a few hours or whatever. But you're walking around on it, and even if there's a puddle under it, your feet aren't getting wet, and it keeps the place warmer. Well, it feels warmer because you're not stood directly onto the stone floor. We've also got these sort of carpet things here, just so we've got a little bit of carpet, and it keeps Moose happy as well, doesn't it? That was the main thing. I didn't want Moose walking about on these plastic tiles with his wee pad. Moose has done a crap outside. That's the downside to having a dog. We've got the Autoshine Cars 100,000 subscribers plaque and pride of place up there, so thanks very much. That's you guys that are responsible for that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. This is what I've been up to. Still got, as I say, a few little bits to do. The wiring on the lights and the paint on the H-beam and stuff like that on. I need to get one of these for the sink, one of these caps. I had one but I've lost it, don't know where it's gone. But that's about it. I do need to go through all the cupboards and sort of organise them a bit better, really. But that's all stuff that will just happen as I start back work again. But we're all pretty much good to go and get back to work. Moose is just raring to go, aren't you, mate, after making a mess outside? So I'll need to go and pick his mess up before somebody stands in it. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm going to crack on cleaning one of these cars, not this one, that one's going outside, that I've bought, and we'll make a wee video on it. So keep an eye out for that video. Hopefully the video will be out next week, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys and girls. Thanks for watching. Bye.